Good evening, I'm Amy Vickery, Stanislaus County's Public Information Officer, and I am here to give you your COVID-19 community update for May 8th. I know a lot of changes have come out in the last couple of weeks, and it can be very confusing for residents. You're all sending in some really awesome questions, so we're thankful for that. Unfortunately, we're getting far too many to respond to all of them, and I want to reinforce what Sergeant Leitris said last night. And if you're not getting answers to your questions, it's not that we're ignoring you. We just sometimes simply don't know the answer to the question. So we really appreciate you sending them in, and we're doing our best to keep up with them. We're trying, and we're thankful for your patience. So each Friday, we're choosing a handful of questions that you've sent in over the week, and we're trying to answer them right here as your Friday evening update. So here are a few more questions from this week. West Turlock Neighborhood asked on Facebook, when will you provide ethnicity and zip code breakdown? Actually, this week we began including on our dashboards that are updated daily ethnicity, demographics, death by age group, and cases by zip code. So just go to stancounty.com/coronavirus and you can click on the neighborhoods tab to see a map that's interactive, and there you'll see your cases by zip code. Stacy asked if there were any updates for gym goers. At this point in time, we don't have details on when gyms will reopen locally. However, the current public health order allows for outside activities like exercise classes as long as there is no sharing of equipment. You should reach out to your gym to see if they're offering any classes like that. And if you're a gym owner, you should know that there's a huge demand for boot camp-like classes outdoors right now. If you have questions for how to modify your business to remain compliant with the public health order, please call our business services branch at 209-558-4473. On Tuesday, we announced updates to our public health order that included dog groomers, curbside pickup for retail, and drive-in movie activities. And Julian asked, DriveIn Movies, where at? Well, there's been a lot of interest actually in starting drive-in movies, and I'll tell you about one we know of that has been approved just this week. State Theater announced a drive-in screening of E.T. at Shelter Cove Church later this month. They're limiting to 200 cars and are asking everyone to bring their own concessions. No food can be sold at the event, and social distancing measures will be maintained. For more information, just go to thestate.org. Christy asked regarding the new public health order, so does this mean churches can meet outside? I mean, if we bring our yoga mats, does that count? The updated public health order specifically allows for outdoor exercise, and we know that this is creating confusion, but the issue with a church gathering is that respiratory droplets are easily spread through singing or even talking to one another in close proximity, which can be a common practice at church services. Parks are open for recreational use only. Outdoor activity at parks is meant specifically for the purpose of exercising. Physical activity that keeps people moving is the intention here. Kathy asked, if someone travels outside of California to another state and then comes back, do they have to self-quarantine for 14 days? Or do you have to self-quarantine for 14 days in the state you're going to? While California doesn't have any restrictions on travel, some states are requiring travelers to quarantine after travel. We recommend travelers check the state's travel guidelines before visiting. For example, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas are requiring travelers from California to self-quarantine after arriving. Many of us have had summer vacations that were planned and derailed, and we would love to hear about the creative getaways that you've put together in this strange new environment. So tell us about them in the comments if you feel like sharing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves and your families and enjoy the warm weather this weekend.